Hey, sorry about that. I was kind of just in the middle of something there. So if you thought I was doing like a new VR headset kind of thing and seeing how that worked, well, you're not even close. If you thought I was doing some sort of maybe augmented reality kind of headset device, yeah, really not even close. If you were thinking, though, that maybe I was infusing myself in some kind of tropical beach like Tahiti, a magical place, and relaxing, you're getting warmer. So this company that reached out to me, and I believe they pronounce it Aurai, like kind of, I don't know, it's A-U-R-A-I. They asked if I would look at this eye massager thing, and I was like, huh. And one of the things in their promotional products was like, hey, guess what? A lot of us stare at screens, like, we stare at screens just so much more than we ever used to. And this is supposed to help with eye fatigue. And I was like, huh. I've dealt with some eye fatigue, and I have done some pretty drastic steps to fix it. In fact, one of the best things I ever did was getting Flux, F.LUX. It's a program that you can match the kind of the white balance that's on your screen coming at your eyes to whatever the white is in your room. And doing that was hugely helpful, but still, something that could help out more, I was interested. So I said yes. Didn't hear for a while, then all of a sudden, bam, hey, guess what? This thing's on your way. I was like, whoa, okay. So this was like weird timing because like this is when everything's blowing up on me anyway. But we got it. I've tested it out. Let me tell you how this thing works and what I think of it. So this guy, it looks like a VR headset, but it's not. It's just, this is just a solid plastic fascia in the front. And I think that's the right word, but I make up words and I'm cool with it. But once you flip it over, you see pretty quickly that you've got your eye, your nose eye cutouts here. And this is just kind of like a soft rubber. This thing is very, very pliable. And so, yeah, it just rests on your eyes and rests on your nose. And so what you have to do to get the massager to work is you've got to fill it up. And so there's a fill port on the side, and when you open it up, you've got a little tiny hole, and you can just grab this little fill bottle, you put water in it, and you just squeeze the water in until you fill it up. I found that it took about 2 of these guys to fill up the massager all the way, and I was good to go. So yeah, you get that filled up, and one of the things that surprised me, and not in a bad way, but this guy does not have battery power, which I'm glad it doesn't, and we'll get to that in a second. But you have to plug it in to a 5-volt adapter, and they include a plug-in that has that can be easily adapted to US or European standards, and so they kind of just give you the adapter plate that comes depending on where you buy it from. So mine's had the US one already. I just had to clip it together, and then you have to plug it in and run it. So that's not a problem at all, except I felt like the cord that they gave was just a little too short. A good 10-foot USB with the micro USB on the end would be a little bit helpful. Now, the flip side is it's really easy to pick up one of those guys for $5 on Amazon, so not a huge deal. But it'd be nice if they included a longer cord because you have to be close. The cord they've got is about maybe 4 feet, so you got to be pretty close to an outlet to make it work. So yeah, you get this thing plugged in, and then you've got just a couple of different heat options. You can do high or normal. Yeah, I found normal is actually quite comfortable, but I could see where some people would like high because I tend to not be very extreme on heat, so that worked out good. There's 3 levels of vibration, from just a little tiny bit to some pretty heavy. I do like the heavier vibrations, so really great options there. One thing I was pretty happy about was this band is really well designed in the sense that, and I know this sounds stupid, but it's just something that if you're going to have something you're going to plant on your face, the headband needs to be comfortable, and this guy is. The only problem I had a little bit, it wasn't like a big problem, but this thing rests really heavy on my nose. I have really deep set eyes and a very heavy brow, and so what this thing tends to do is it tends to push down on my nose. It doesn't hurt unless I put the strap too tight. It can get uncomfortable, but that's as easy as, okay, let me loosen the strap. But it does kind of make it hard for me to breathe through my nose. So I found that for me, the best way to do this was just to lean back in my chair, which, you know, these gaming chairs, I can do that nice and easily. So I would just lean back in my chair, get comfortable, and then I would just, you know, let this thing kind of rest more on my brow than my nose, and then it'd be fine. So I think that's going to be a very specific problem to me. I think a lot of people will find this is actually pretty darn comfortable. They won't have issues with it. It's a little bit heavy already, which is why I'm really glad they didn't try to do a battery operated one. Because if you put some batteries, even lithium ones that are pretty light, this thing would weigh very heavily on your face. So after I did several runs with it, and I've got to say, guys, I think it's a legit product. Like, I was surprised. I found that when I would first put my glasses back on after running this guy for about 5 or 10 minutes, it felt like I was just able to focus in better. Like, it doesn't make you see clearer or anything. It's not going to improve your vision. But for a brief moment, it just seems like, oh man, it's like I'm not straining to focus anymore. It's like focusing is just coming naturally. And it kind of makes me want to get in more of a habit of using it, because it kind of feels like it is really helping with eye strain. That being said, though, this also wasn't a miracle. Oh my word, this changed my life. Now, like I said, guys, I've already done very proactive measures to fix my eye strain problems anyway. I was getting very serious issues with dried out eyes, painful vision, and I wasn't quite to the point of headaches, but yes, I was definitely getting some pretty hard eye strain from looking at monitors, and just getting blue light filters helped a ton. But this guy here, it definitely helps relax this area just around your eyes and up in your nasal passage with the heat and the vibration. And that was nice. I would say this, guys, if you if you find yourself doing this a lot, where you're just like, and if you notice, if you rub up in your brow and you kind of rub into your nose bridge here, if that feels amazing to you and you're like, oh man, I just wish somebody would do this to me all day. If you're that kind of person, you're probably going to really love this thing. Even if you're not that kind of person, you're probably going to be like, hey, that was pretty nice. I feel better right now. And so I would say that this Ori 2 version that they're about ready to launch on Kickstarter is a great little product. So guys, if you want to get yourself hooked up for one of these things, get on their website. I will link that in the description below. And they have a product page that's kind of explaining what this is and what, the metrics of eye fatigue and all that stuff. And, basically the same things I've been telling you. And at the very end, they say you can sign up for their Kickstarter. They're about ready to launch it. And basically, they're going to do an early bird special on these guys for $80. It's, $79 exactly. And at $79, you could waste your money on a lot worse things. And I don't feel like this would be a waste of money, to say the least. I was worried that it was going to be a very gimmicky product, and I don't believe it's a gimmick. I don't think that it needs to... I don't think you want to try to buy into this thing as if it's going to be some miracle worker, but I don't think that they're falsely advertising it. They're basically saying, hey, this guy can help massage and relax your eyes with eye strain, and I think that's exactly what it's doing. I think they're being pretty darn honest and upfront with it, and I think they've got a legitimately good product. And they even accessorize it pretty nicely. They even include the microfiber so you can clean it and keep it nice so it doesn't get too icky. And they give you plenty of stuff. A little bit longer cable, like I said, that would be, not even just a little, a good 10-foot long cable, so you don't have to struggle to find an outlet, would be great. I think that's cool. Let me know what you think. I hope I'm not definitely trying not to mislead you. This is not a sponsorship. They have not paid me to do this. I do get to keep the sample, and that's it. So, you know, nothing major. I've sampled way higher end liquid cooling kits than what this mask is. So I'm not doing this because I'm getting some huge kickback. I'm literally doing this because I was intrigued by the product, and now I am impressed by the product. I'm trying to be as genuine as I can with you guys. So anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for checking this out, guys. I hope this, if you suffer from eye strain, let me know in the comments if you picked up one of these guys, if it helps you out, because I'd love to know if it's helping some other people out. It's the biggest reason why I'm here. All right, guys. Anyway, that's all I got. I'll catch you later.